here for another victory in the AM division.
Big incident there. Steve Burns gets into Vinny Algaretta, and then they bounce back and forth side by side. You saw the airborne car get airborne up in the air with that Mustang and then smack the wall, came back across and hit Steve Burns, and that was just a matter of lap traffic, wrong place, wrong time. With only 9 minutes to go now, I don't think we might be able to get back under green here, but huge incident there. And I thought I saw Toby Grahovic behind Drew Stavely. I'll have to see when they cross the line here, and sure enough, Toby Grahovic fell back behind Drew Stavely. So now what happened? I got to think that was all that lap traffic with Steve Burns here.
I think he must have had 43. I think he must have had a spin on the last lap somewhere, because it was a 1:28. He had been doing 20s and 21s, so he lost 7 or 8 seconds on that one lap. He must have had a little bit of a spin. So that's more than just traffic. Let's have a replay of what happened here. And
it looks like Steve Burns was just trying to stay on the outside, stay out of the way a little bit.
He's got to do a better job, I'm afraid.
Lost control, got the car a little bit loose. So here he is.
He just lost control. Steve Burns was on the outside line there. He lost control of the car through the kink at turn 9 and just cannoned into the side of Vinny Allegretto, who was pretty much minding his own business and just going past there. It was just one of those kind of unfortunate incidents. It's a very tricky place. It's a fast kink there, and you're carrying a lot of speed. And when you get off on the dirty side of the racetrack, on the right-hand side, I think Burns was trying to do a good job to stay out of the way. But with the racing groove there, just off that racing line, there's a fair bit of rubber marbles out there. He just kind of lost control and spun that car, well, half-spun the car directly into the side of the Ford Mustang.
And you can see right there, Toby Grahovic was already behind Drew Stavely before this, so interesting to see how that played out. Try to get away, but yeah, Stavely now to the lead in our GTS AM category. As we go full course yellow here, 8 minutes to go. The safety crews are on scene. We'll have to see if they get those cars cleared off right away and we can get back underway, but with that big of an incident there, it's going to be kind of hard, I think, with the tight compound schedule that we have here with Pirelli World Challenge and all the other races here this weekend. There's really no more time built into the schedule to say, all right, well, we can have more minutes here to continue to race.
Well, it's a 50-minute race. It's a timed race. All the Pirelli World Challenge races are 50 minutes, aren't they? The sprint races. So that's that. I don't think there's even a provision in the rulebook is there to extend them beyond. No.
Yeah, the only way that would happen is if there's a red flag, and of course the clock would stop. And if there is time in the schedule, you can continue. We've seen it before where we've been under red flag and the race had to end because we ran out of time. But wow, we'll just catch our breaths here, get the field back up, give you an update on where our running order. Just wanted to kind of run through all the great partners that make Pirelli World Challenge what it is, including AFE Power, our official intake and air filter supplier of the Pirelli World Challenge. BRM Chronographs, of course, our sportsman categories getting their beautiful BRM chronograph the last few years. Brand new sponsor coming on, CrowdStrike this season, the official cybersecurity company of the Pirelli World Challenge. And got a feel for the CEO of that corporation there, George Kurtz, your last year champion, unfortunately not able to do that. Eibach, the official suspension of the Pirelli World Challenge, Eibach suspension. Euro World Motorsports, shop in Houston, Texas, does certified carbon fiber repair, as well as track day support for your team and if you're based out in Houston. Forge Line, had a great day. A lot of cars in the series now running those Forge Line forged wheels. So got to see good support from Forge Line, longtime partners of the Pirelli World Challenge. Optima Batteries, our best start of the race award. And it looks like we will be going red flag and checkered flag here to go ahead and end this round of the GTS Pirelli World Challenge Champions. 6 minutes to go here. And the track with as blocked as it is, there's just no way for the safety crews to get the job they need to get done down here on pit lane. So to let the car, out there on the track to get those cars through that safety crew just makes it an unsafe condition. So we'll move the cars on pit lane, and that'll end round number 2 here for our GTS category.
Yeah, I think that's a really sensible decision by the stewards. Really unfortunate that the race ends early, but clearly there's no way to get that mess cleared up. So rather than just trail around behind the the safety car for the remaining 7 or 8 minutes, you might as well just park the car, so there isn't going to be any more racing. It was a tremendous race in any case, wasn't it? But certainly disappointing that we didn't get the opportunity to come down to the checkered flag out in green flag conditions, but nevertheless a tremendous race.
It was great. Congratulations to Lawson Aschenbach sweeping the weekend in his Chevy Camaro GT4R. Gabriella Piana in his Mueller Motorsports, H&R Springs, Porsche Cayman Club Sport GT4 MR in second, and James Safranis in that Global Motorsports Group Audi R8 LMS in third. In your AM category, how about that last lap pass for Drew Stavely now in that Ian Lacey Racing, G3 Racing, Janetta G55 getting his win, sweeping the weekend as well. Toby Grahovic in his classic BMW M4 GT4 in second, and you look at Tony Gaples, how about that? Another of the Black Dog Team Chevy Camaros rounding out your top 3 in our AM category. Going to head down to Victory Circle celebrations there, Jeremy. Close out our. Want to thank everybody here at world-challenge.com for watching our live coverage of the Pirelli World Challenge.
Thank you very much indeed, Jeff Lepper. He's going to head down to Victory Circle, and again, unfortunately finished under caution there, but still a tremendous race. And Lawson Aschenbach putting on a clinic for the 2nd day in a row here. He's a veteran driver now. I still think of him as a youngster when he was starting out in open wheel cars, but boy, what a career he's made for himself in the Pirelli World Challenge. 5 championships for 4 different manufacturers, for Porsche, for Cadillac, for Honda, and a couple for Chevrolet, including one last season in GTS. And what a way to start this year. Last year, the Chevrolet Camaro GT4 was brand new coming here to the streets of St. Petersburg. Lawson Aschenbach put it on the pole, had to be content with a couple of podium finishes that weekend, but he went on to win the championship in convincing style, super consistency and speed for that Black Dog Speed Shop Chevrolet team. So it is he who wins again for the 2nd day in a row here today on the streets of St. Petersburg. Number 21 is Gabriella Piana in 2nd place for Porsche. And then running down the order behind him, James Safranis for Audi, Ian James for Paynos, Jade Buford in the Ford, Harry Gottsack in the Sin R1, Nate Stacey in the Ford,